It doesn't even have to be the empire falling. But if change is not made, that's still 5 years of the same thing. That's still insanity. The definition of doing the same thing over and over, that's insanity. We do not need to all keep suffering. We should not have to work to survive. It's wrong. When you disrupt the existing conditions and refuse to accept anything less than what you know you are worth, you start making those who oppress you so uncomfortable that they will try anything to discredit you.
I have like 1 more year of capitalism left in me. Like, I wasn't built for this. Like, if working works for you, I love that. But I'm not like that. I was built different. I was built to not do this.
So now we have this massive class of people who are like between the ages of 23 to 40. That's like the oldest Gen Zers, and then all of us millennials. We have this massive working class who have way less buying power than their parents ever did, way more debt than their parents ever did, and we are currently being bought out of the housing market by massive REITs. Something is going to happen. There is not enough money freely moving through our economy that is being kept and used by the working class right now. Way too much of our money supply is way up above, and way too much of it is held onto by just a few hundred people. People are going to come to the end of their rope, and it's going to be ugly.
Average age of an empire before it falls is 250 years. America's 5 years away from that. It's perfectly fine if you don't subscribe to student loans, because what we know as America might not be here in 5 years. And try to salvage the pieces of the society that we do like, because collectively, this entire system structure really ain't working for us anymore.
There was another creator who stitched this and said that an empire usually lasts around 250 years and the US is about 5 years away from that. And I thought that was so crazy because something that also has a 250-year cycle is the planet Pluto. And the US is literally about to have its Pluto return in 2022. For those that don't know, the United States has a birth chart and it has its natal Pluto in the 2nd house. The 2nd house rules money, finances, but it also rules what we value. The planet Pluto rules transformation and destruction. Return in astrology is when a transiting planet has returned back to the exact same degree and sign that it was when someone or something was born. We're never going to go through a Pluto return because we don't live 250 years, but America is. The stitched creator who was talking about how the collective is now realizing just how unsustainable capitalism is and how we're all realizing that the system is not working in direct correlation with the United States Pluto return back to the 2nd house exactly where it was 250 years ago. Just as we're experiencing the worst wealth inequality known in history, student loan debt is almost $2 trillion, current housing crisis and no affordable housing. And more than ever, people aren't just challenging what America values, also challenging how American capitalism was built off the backs of Black and Indigenous people. Get ready.
You and me both, girl. I basically had a mental breakdown on the phone with Comcast last week, and I told the customer service representative that we're all just cogs in the capitalist wheel, and that I'm about to quit my job and go live in a van. So, yeah. Holding on by a thread.
What do you do for a living? I'm doing my best. Honestly, I'm doing my best. Life is lifing. God, I'm trying. I'm doing my utmost best. Please.
I just get excited about days where I don't have to go to the corporate marketplace and sell my soul for money. And then I get to get excited when I have a little left over. I go out for dinner with a friend like that. This, I didn't even ask for. I didn't want to be here. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Babe, I don't know what's going on with the world and the universe right now, but I just called my mama and cried so bad. It's so bad. She like, boo, just pray about later. Girl, let me get finished with these tears.
Countless others raced forward to express similar sentiments. It seems as if our entire generation is ready to toss capitalism aside. Are we the next generation of hippies, lost, abandoned souls, lazy and unmotivated? Or could there be more to this wave of exasperated and fed up community? Is there a deeper meaning that we're all striving to find? A deeper purpose? Rather, what's really going on? And I kind of wanted to shed light on that. I don't think capitalism will ever be dead, and I don't think my generation necessarily really wants capitalism to be dead. I don't see us going back to bartering and trading. I don't see us, doing all of this extra stuff. What really needs to happen is that we don't want to continue to work for a system that's not working for us. Our government is supposed to protect you, serve you, work for you. Our police system is supposed to serve you, work for you. And it seems like increasingly as time is going on, we're realizing that's not happening. And instead of a certain level of complacency or just letting it go, it's kind of upsetting a lot of people. And ultimately, we're tired. It was an entire pandemic. The earth is literally falling apart, guys. Like, we cannot forget all the damage that is literally happening to the planet, as well as what's happening with our people. If not in the next 5 years, things are going to be drastically different. I would be surprised if a lot of changes didn't happen very soon, because changes need to be made. It's kind of the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, where we've had this entire wave of wealth being generated from our voices and our spirits and just sharing and communicating. I always get, even with the police brutality, that this is nothing different. It's just people can see it now. That's what's going to make the change happen, that we are actively not just completely alone complaining, but we're all united and we're all talking and we're all being able to express ourselves, and as a collective realize that things aren't working the way that they're supposed to be. I think capitalism sucks just like everybody else, but initially I've just made it that if capitalism isn't working for me now, it will be. So I just have to keep that mindset and realize that nothing is stagnant. While I love the van life trend, believe me, I think it's so adorable. I ultimately just want to live a life of luxury. And that's not even just rich bags or anything like that. I just want to be able to pick up and go move to Hawaii for a couple years and, disappear. All of us are just very tired. I think things need to change. More voices need to be heard. More communication needs to be had. We need to keep having conversations, keep opening up, keep discussing these things, keep making it rise, just having these conversations do so much more than you would think. I know a lot of YouTubers don't use their platform to get into politics or mental health or, eating disorders or anything that's personal or deep. But we need to. This access that we have is unbelievable. This reach that we have is unbelievable. Thousands and thousands of these people. No generation has been this socially advanced. Information gets around at a much faster pace, is what I'm saying. The world of social media is, if it doesn't change the world, then we have to change the world, We have to fight for these causes, and we have to continue to have these conversations, and we have to continue to talk about it, because no, capitalism, I don't think, will ever die. I think capitalism is just always going to be around. It's just at some point we're going to have to make the system work more efficiently and more productively and better suited for other people, because right now it's not doing that and it's hurting people. I saw one man say how easy it was for the government to give us the stimulus check, and yeah, that is crazy. There's money to be had, and I guess I could sit around like the rest of people, and that's no shade, but like, a lot of people are so broken and so sad about this, and for me, I was too. When I started this new job, I bawled my eyes out. I did not want to start. Simultaneously, I realized that I could use this. I could use this moment, use this time. If capitalism is not going to change, we have to make it change. Make it work for us. And I know some people don't want to work at all, and listen, I feel that. Take off. Seriously, like, live your best life, but for those who genuinely take a deep look at yourself and realize, is it that the money isn't coming to you, or is it the downfall of the system completely? Because if it's the money not coming to you, of course, it's never going to come to you when you're working for the system. We gotta band together, get our minds right, get our finances right. In the next 5 years, if the empire does fall, I'd rather fall from the top than on the bottom, you feel me? And that's just like really how I feel. Our generation is so much more into their spiritual journey, their healing journey, manifesting and awakening just their own power and their own spiritual energy. Like, that's beautiful. Power of mind is everything, and power of mind as a collective is unmatched. I want that for us. I want that for my generation. I want that for my friends. I want that for my family. When we're kids, everybody say, oh, I want to change the world. I want to change the world. We as a collective have that chance. And I know that's so small. What is one person? What is one person? One video gets shared by one person, gets shared by another person, gets shared by another person. You have no idea who your reach can be, who you can contact, who can feel and vibe with your content or your power or your business or your brand or whatever it is. I know a lot of us are tired, but we can really make a real big difference in this time shift. If we are all gaining this power, we're all awakening and we're all growing and we're all healing, that's a beautiful thing. I don't care what nobody says. And whatever religion, whoever your God, spirit guides, Jesus, whoever is guiding you and praying for you, whoever you have your highest self, I really need you to tap into that. I want my entire KJ gang to tap into that. If you're watching this video, I want you to tap into that. Because this shift, when this empire, if whatever does happen, it doesn't even have to be the empire falling. But if change is not made, that's still 5 years of the same thing. That's still insanity. The definition of doing the same thing over and over, that's insanity. We do not need to all keep suffering. We should not have to work to survive. It's wrong. We need to start reworking and we need to start taking it into our own hands. This doesn't need to be nothing aggressive. This doesn't need to be nothing violent. But simply making a change, making a difference, doing something small, even if that's just working on yourself. Our generation is tired, but our generation is working. We are, every day, we are fighting, literally fighting. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, everything. And believe me, I know. And I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of everybody. Even just like having gone to these 2 days doing this 9 to 5, I'm proud of y'all. It is entirely insane getting up every single day, back to back to back, committing hours. I'm proud of y'all. The reason that it's so hard to adult is because there's so much stuff to take in. But every day you give it your best and every day you put another foot forward, I'm proud of you. What can we expect? What should we do? We need to keep growing and protecting and loving ourselves and doing the best that we can to put out good and raise awareness, raise attention, raise whatever we can. We're too powerful as individuals and we're too powerful as a collective. I guess we'll see in the next 5 years what happens. I guess we'll see in the next couple of years what happens. Honestly, I'm with the rest of those people. I give capitalism 1 more year. Y'all gonna see me dropping these videos a lot more. Like, subscribe, all of that. Please. I'm trying to get done with capitalism myself. Start your YouTube channel. Drop your link in the comments below. Let me follow you. Let me support you. You got a business, small business, brand, whatever, let me support you. Reach out to people in the comments. Support each other. Grow. If capitalism is not working for us, it needs to be. So let's get it done. Let's do it. No more wasted time. Purr. All right, y'all. That is it for today's video. I hope it kind of reached out to a couple people and maybe it struck home. If not, at the most you enjoyed the TikToks at the beginning. I really did enjoy those and I thought they were important to share. So until next time, bye.